Ciao a tutti, benvenuti al Facile come Italiano. Hello everybody, welcome to Easy Italian. I'm Reza, and in this episode of Facile come Italiano, we're gonna talk about the most important thing in learning a language. Well, what is it? What do you think? Maybe conversation, or I don't know, maybe knowing the parts of grammar, but no. Well, the most important thing in learning a language, that I will tell you the reasons of that and also the benefits it has all in some minutes, is learning that target language through itself. For example, if you're an English person and you want to learn Italian language, okay, well, our channel is about Italian. You want to learn Italian language, it's better to learn Italian through Italian other than learning Italian through English. Okay? Well, what are the reasons that may make you confident enough to try to learn the language in this way? I will tell you everything, but before that, let me say that I'm not making these out of myself. Actually, ACTFL has done a research and published some results on 2010 and has said that when you are learning a language, doesn't matter if you are learning that with a teacher or you're just learning that by yourself, in the time that you put to learn that language, okay, you have to use more than 90% of that time to only use that target language. For example, if you are attending some classes, your class has 100 minutes, you have to use more than 90 minutes of that class to only use the target language, only speak in target language, only write in target language, and only read in target language. Now, let's see the reasons and also the benefits of this way. Strategies of clarification. What is it? What does it mean at all? Well, this is, for example, when you are learning Italian and you're talking to an Italian native person who doesn't know even a word from English, okay? So the only way of communication is Italian. You're talking, you forget one word, or I don't know, you don't know a word that may help you deliver your meaning. Now, you can use the strategies of clarification to explain your meaning, and that Italian person would understand exactly everything and even help you remember the word you want. Now, the strategies of clarification are not all there to be taught, okay? You have to learn them by yourself, by experiencing and also dealing with your target language as much as you can. Now, let's go and see the second reason and benefit. Spontaneous use of target language. Well, it's kind of obvious. For example, we want to again use Italian as an example. You're among your Italian friends, you're not paying so much attention, you're thinking about something, one of them asks you a question. You suddenly answer in English. You want to change and start over in Italian, but now you are nervous, you have anxiety, you can't put the words in a good order, and you can't make a complete sentence. And that is pretty awful, and even your friends may not act so friendly and, well, mock you. So to prevent that, when you use this way, this method, and use the target language to learn the target language, you deal with the target language so much that it goes into your subconscious. And so, when you want to talk and speak in that language, you don't need to pay attention so much to what you say. Your subconscious would put the words in the order and make the sentences completely and correctly, all for you. Now, let's go for the third reason. You will become more confident. Why? What does it mean? It's one of those, I don't know, positive energy stuff? No. Well, I'm sure many of you have these experiences, like, I don't know, the first day of school or the first day at the work. Well, you didn't know anyone, you weren't familiar with the place, so you were nervous, you had anxiety, you couldn't communicate with anyone, and you couldn't think so well. Now, this is just like that when you're not familiar so much with the language and you haven't faced it as much as you had to. Now, when you want to use it, you don't have so much confidence. you can't use that language in the way you want because of that confidence, because when it's low, it affects your brain and also the way you think. So when you can't think so well, you can't focus on the things you want to say, and that would ruin everything. Well, fluency is kind of the most obvious reason among all of them. Imagine your target language is a mountain. Now, they tell you in 100 days you have to climb this mountain, and in these 100 days you have time to practice for that. You can practice in two ways. The first way is reading a book that says everything about the mountain and also how to climb it, and it has every detail you need. The second way is trying to climb the mountain with safety tools and learn through the experiences you make while climbing the mountain through the different ways. Okay. Now, when you choose the first way, when you want to climb the mountain, well, you know everything, but you're not familiar with the mountain. You don't know what to do. You haven't been in this situation before, so you get nervous. It gives you anxiety, and even if you know everything, you don't know how to move your body. You don't know how to control your speed. You don't know where to put your hands and feet, so eventually you fall. But when you use the second way, when you want to climb the mountain and the end, well, you have gone this way for many, many times. Now it's just like drinking water for you. So this is a very, very good reason why you have to learn your target language through itself. Now, as the last reason, well, the languages are different among the countries. The cultures are different among the countries. And following these, the ways of saying are also different among the countries. You get me? Now, well, you can't go read a text in your target language and then translate every word in the literal way and say, I've translated this text. No. You can't go and translate every word from your own language into your target language and then say them and say, I'm speaking. You're just talking nonsense. Well, you may use teachers to learn your target language. You may use books or any other way that is possible these days. But everything cannot be taught through teachers. I am a teacher myself. I have had teachers myself. And I assure you, not everything can be taught through teachers. And books are just simplified teachers in our society. So, the only way I can recommend you to learn those tips, those different ways of saying, is experiencing the different situations that target language can bring you. And only through them, you are able to speak that target language the way you want and need. Well, the session is finished. I hope it has been useful for you. And well, I'm glad that you were watching all the way till now. I will see you in the next couple of days. Remember to subscribe to the channel and also like this video. Take care. See you in the next couple of days.